Hey guys, this is episode 13 of my chat up series, and in this episode let's start from exactly where we left off in the previous episode. In the previous episode we saw how to add a couple of action sheets to our group chat interface, right? So in this video let's see how to write code for each and every one of those options shown in the action sheets. As usual, thanks to all my patrons who have been supporting me throughout this entire series, and yeah, let's get started, guys. I'll try to keep this video as short as possible as well. The last video was just like 23 minutes long, I think, and people were really happy about that, so I'll try to keep this video as short as possible too. So yeah, this is where we left off, right, in this code. Now when we click on add member, it takes us to the group buddies page. Let's go, and in the group buddies page what will be present is that a list of all the users' friends will be shown, and the important aspect of that is if the friend is already a member of that group, then his name won't be shown in that list. Okay, and if you slide that list to the left, there will be a small blue color add button, which upon clicking you can add that person to that group. The point is you can add only your friends, you can add the persons who are on your friend list to the group, that's all. If the person is not on your friend list, then you cannot add him or her on a group that you have created. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. First we'll write some code to show those guys in a list, or before writing the HTML, maybe I'll write the code to get all the friends, and then from there we'll proceed on to the HTML. So first thing what I'll do is this dot my, not this dot, sorry, this wires, my friends, okay, this is an array, and then once you get into this group buddies, we should ion view did enter. Ion view will enter. We'll call the friends. There is a function, right? There is a function for getting all the friends which we used in requests, I think. Yeah, here it is, get my friends, right? We'll make use of this function, and this function will publish an event called friends, and it will also store all the friends in array called my friends. So this also is my friends. Okay, no issues. I don't think there will be any confusion. Let's make use of that. This dot request service, right? What was that? Import from providers, right? Providers request service, request provider. Public okay, this dot request service dot get my friends, and what was that event? That was friends, right? Start event. Okay, this dot events dot subscribe friends. In the handler I'll simply okay, this will have all the friends details in this, right? Yeah, this will have all the friends details this will store all the friends details in this dot my friends. Now what we'll do is we'll get into group will have all the group members pertaining to this particular thing, right? So first we'll make use of that as well. This dot group dot get in group services not there. Okay. Okay. Should we do this again? We already have got into this group, and from that place only we are currently doing this, right? So this will already contain all the members of that particular we don't need to do this dot my friends, this dot group members, this dot group members equal to this dot group service dot current group. Group. Sorry. Okay, now we have both the group members and friends from friend list. Now it's just a comparison between these two and then removing all the common stuff. If you know JavaScript, then obviously you could use a helper tool like Lodash or _JS, and then simply do a comparison between the two arrays. But if you don't know any of that, kindly you can use a double for loop as shown here. So I'm just saying it so that people who are already well versed with JavaScript would have a simpler job of doing this, but no issues. We can simply use two for loops to do this comparison in a simple way. Where key in my friends, sorry, group members for where friend in my friends, this dot my friends, this dot group members. Okay, if this dot group members of key dot uid my friends of friend dot uid, then which means that these two are same, right? So this dot my friends dot splice of this dot my friends dot index of this dot my friends of friend, this will give the index comma 1 from that value 1. Okay, now this will be spliced from this dot my friends list, and yeah, that's it. It's a very simple process, right? It's actually very simple. Yeah, it's perfectly all right. Okay, now we have an array that will have friends of that particular user who created that group, and in that list what will be the key point is that people who are already in the group as members won't be included in that list. They will be spliced off. Okay, that list is this dot my friends, obviously. So let's iterate through that list in this, and then try to Okay, this is done. Now we have got our friends list from the collection, and then compared it to the group members list, and then removed the common elements and displayed the rest of the elements in a list. Let's just see what we have written so far works. Get into groups. This is the group that we created, so clicking on that, click here, click on add member, and you get the friend, right? If you remember, tester3 was our friend that we added long back, right? If you wait, I'll show you. See this guy, this friend. So yeah, so what we have done, oh sorry, where will we? Yeah, our list gets displayed, and we have a single member that is our friend in that list, right? Now if we slide him to the left, we can, what happened? Add icon is not displayed. I think oh, this is not ion item, this is ion icon. Okay, if we slide to that left, then automatically the what was I saying, the icon for that trash button will get displayed, and we can not trash button, and we can add that person. See, this is what I was saying, and if upon clicking this, we should be able to add that particular person to our group. So we have just written code. Once again, guys, we have just written code for displaying the elements in a list. Okay, the users in a list, the friends in a list. So we haven't yet written code for adding this person to this particular group, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Before doing that, why don't we have a search bar, so that if there are like 35-40 friends, if we have a search bar with real-time search, then it will look cool, right? So we'll go ahead and create that first. So first I'll stop my app, otherwise my computer will get hung. So we will make use of the inbuilt default Ion search bar. Okay, that's pretty much easy. Search is pretty much easy, you'll see it now. Okay, we have created a bar, and then inside this, what was that? We search string, ng model is search string is not a method, search string is just search string, and then search user, right? So first we'll create the search string, and then we'll have like a temporary holder for our friends, so that you'll get to know that later why I'm doing that. Temp my friends. This is again an array. If we have to get the real-time search, get an effect of real-time search, then we'll be making use of a temporary array like this to hold our friends. So if we can wait, I'll show you guys. I don't know how to explain that. Search user, right? That was search user was the function. Yeah, search user, and this will have the search bar event. This is an event. Then what I'll do is let temp friends equals, first I'll store it here itself. Start temp my friends equals start my friends. Okay, and let temp friends equals this start my friends. Then where q equals search bar dot target dot value. This will give me the value in the search bar as you type. Okay, and then I'll check whether if q dot trim equals this, then which means that the user has pressed backspace till there is no value, or the user has just clicked on the search bar and hasn't entered any value. In that case, what I'll do is I'll first fill back this dot my friends with this dot temp my friends, So why didn't I use this temp friends? You will get to know that in a minute. And I'll return. Okay, very simple. Then what I'll do is I'll do the actual comparison. Temp friends equals temp friends dot filter v, and if v dot display name. Filter is a method on an array. It's like a functional programming concept in JavaScript, guys. Filter, map, reduce, and all that. In simple terms, it's just to check, filter the elements in an array based on some condition. That's all. You understand it like that for now. If you want more info on that, you can kindly Google it up or read the documentation on JavaScript. Mozilla has a good documentation, I think. Anyway, let's move on. Dot two lowercase dot index of q dot two lowercase greater than -1, which means that we have a hit. Then I'll return true, else I'll return false. Okay, and finally what I'll do is this dot my friends equals temp friends, which means that every time the user searches for some person or enters some value to search for some person, it will get filtered, and if there is a match, all those matches will get stored in my friends. My friends is the array which we are iterating on the screen, so we will get a real-time effect. You get what I'm saying, right? But in case the user presses backspace and then removes all the values in the search bar, then immediately we will be filling up my space with this .temp my friends, which is nothing but the original list of all friends. So we are preserving that original list as well in a temporary variable. Also we are using another temporary variable to perform the actual filtering function, and then after performing that, the results are then pushed again to the results are once back moved into this my friends, which is getting iterated on the screen. So the real-time effect is, you try to get what I'm trying to say here, right? You understand what I'm trying to say here, right? You will understand it better when I show it on the screen now. Just watch it. So yeah, I've done so far so good. Let's just try if this works. Okay, let's try it out. Wow, the search bar looks cool, right? Let's see if it works. Just looking cool is not a good thing. We should see whether it works. So first we'll see whether slide works. Yeah, slide works. Then tester 4. Wow. Okay. Wow, it works fine, guys, right? But now it should once again display all the list of, if it displays all the list, the original list back, then it would be fine, right? Instead of backspacing it to clear, and then for that we can do a simple thing. I guess logically we can, that is possible, because this dot my friends is getting replaced by temp friends, right? So why not we push in the original array here, so that every time we press backspace, the original array gets loaded instead of, you know what I'm trying to say, obviously. Okay, now let's just tester 4, no user, so no problem. Yeah, see, it works fine, right? So yeah, guys, we are just playing around with UI stuff and the video is becoming too long. We'll see how to add this member to the group. Okay, once this member is added to the group, his name won't be displayed anymore in this list. So what should we do now? We need to write code for adding that member. First we'll stop the app, and then what was the name of the thing? Add buddy, right? Add buddy, and then I'm passing in the entire user. Okay, add buddy and new buddy. We'll simply have this as buddy, and then instead of this we'll have a new buddy here. This new buddy will keep track of the added person so that it will be easier for us to remove him as soon as you get what I'm trying to say, right? As soon as this person is added, we can simply remove him off the list, right? That again will give we need a real-time effect for that, and this will achieve a desired help us achieve a desired effect. You will understand what I'm saying when we are looking at the screen end result. So this dot new buddy equals buddy. Simply I'm storing it in a variable here, and then we'll move the logic to group service. Where is that groups provider? Yeah, here it is. So add member, new member. Okay, here we are not passing the group name, right? But we need the group name. So what we'll do is we'll have a variable called current group name, and here get into the group itself we'll simply do this dot current group name equals group name. Why did I remove this? We'll be needing this later. And then add member, this dot what was that, fire group, right? Fire group dot child firebase dot auth dot current user dot uid dot child, this dot current group name dot child members dot push new member dot then inside this dot get group image. Get group image I haven't written, right? Get group image, you will understand, it's for displaying the group image on the members list of groups as well. Okay, so now, as of now, the group image is present only in the, wait, you'll understand it better. If I keep saying such concepts, you won't understand it, guys, but if you see it visually, you will understand it. You will get a clearer picture of what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm starting all these sentences, cutting it in half, and then saying you'll understand this better at the end or something like that. Kindly don't feel why this guy is doing like this. Okay, get group image, and Start fire group dot child new member dot uid dot child, and inside this dot current group name dot set group image this dot group pic owner and message board. Nothing. Then it's not needed. We'll have catch. Okay. Once we have added this user, this dot get into group, not this dot current group name. This is to get a fresh list of the group members, and then once that fresh list is got, this will be published, right? Got into group will be published. We can compare once again, not even compare, wait, I'll show you. Get into, sorry, not groups, group buddies, right? Group buddies. And what was that thing? Got into group, right? We'll write another thing, this dot events dot subscribe got into groups, got into group, sorry, the inside this, all I have to do is splice the list. That is quite easy, right? This dot my friends dot splice splice this dot not this dot, new buddy is there, right? New buddy dot uid this dot my friends dot index of new buddy dot uid. Wow. Come on, that thing is placed now, and we still have like fresh once again. And we have updated that list that is getting shown there as well, and here we will this dot group service dot add member will be having buddy. Okay guys, the coding part is over. If you haven't understood, I'll explain it after running this code. Okay, this is how the collection looks now, right now. See, this is the person who has created this group, this is the group name, this is the image of the group, a message board, and the owner, which is the person who has created the group. Now let's see what changes happen when a member is added by this guy to the group. Okay, now I'm adding the tester3 to the group. I'm trying to add. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I haven't made any errors. I'll try and add this guy to the group. Okay, so once that guy is added, he is removed from the list, and you can see that guy's UID here, right? And you also have a new field called members. Inside that members, the guy's UID is pushed, the guy's display name is there, and the guy's photo URL is there. You might wonder, in short, I have simply replicated what was stored under that guy in the users collection. If you want to optimize this step, what you could do is you could simply store the UID under this thing, and then whenever you want to display like the members of the group or something in the group info, for instance, then you can simply get all the UIDs, match it up with the users collection, get the data and display it as a list of users. That would be another way, and that would be an optimized technique rather, instead of replicating the same data across multiple collections, which is not recommended obviously. But here, just so that we can understand it simply, just so that you could understand it simply, and I could as well show you an easy way. I'm doing this, and this is the member as well, and inside the member, if you go, the first group is created under him as well, and the details of that group is there. But if you notice that members collection is not there, because he is not the owner, and that members collection need not be here, right? Once the person tries to send a message, it should get added to his message board. Then it will refer the owner, which is here, which we have the field here. It will once again make a call and then get into the owner's node, and under his node it will add the same message to the message board. Then once again it will get the list of members from that owner's node, travel to each member's UID, and under each member's UID he will have a message board under the same group's name, right? So you can easily push that message under that message board under each member's UID. You get what I'm trying to say here, right? This is the beauty of NoSQL modeling. If you are able to think, think of this whole mapping tree structure inside your mind, you can simply go ahead and write it as you thought in your mind. There is nothing else. It's as simple as that. You will understand it when we actually send a message. You will understand it better when we actually send a message. Right now we have simply added a person to the group, right? Once that person is added to the group, obviously what's happening is the code we have written is that particular person should get spliced out, so that person is no longer visible in this screen. So even if you get into add member, that person won't be visible because right now he's a member of this particular group. So that's the so what we have done essentially is we have added a single member to this group, first group. What was that group's name? Yeah, first group. Now last video I have been repeatedly saying this action sheet will be different for the members and different for the owner and all that, right? Now we have added a member. Let's go to the members profile and see how this action sheet looks from that guy's profile. Okay, what was that guy's display name? Tester3, right? I have logged out. See, this guy has me as tester4 as the friend, and if you get into groups, automatically you can see that the first group has been added under his group list as well. So how did this happen? Because where is it? His UID is there in the groups collection as well, and under his UID the first group is there. The first group has the group image and owner and message board fields. Group image is getting displayed here and the name of the group is getting displayed here. You get how this data is, how this is all interlinked. You get it right now. Let me get into the group. And then if I click on this now, I get only 2 actions. Why? Because this guy is just a member of this group. You get my point, right? That guy was the owner of the group, tester4. So he had a various options like add member, remove member, group info, delete group, cancel and all that. This guy is just a member. He can just leave the group or view who are all the members. That is the group info of this particular group, and he has a cancel. So you realize what we are trying to achieve here, right? We are implementing a complete group chat feature with various options, and it's a pretty thing as well, and we are doing some UX design as well. So right now in this video we have seen how to add a member to this particular group. That's all. Now the video is already too long. I promised you shorter videos. Okay, group info, removing members, deleting groups. Deleting group is pretty much easy. Anyway, deleting groups, all this I will show you in my subsequent videos. Just to keep this video shorter, that's all guys. Even now it's too long, I think. I'm sorry, I apologize. Anyway, thanks to all my patrons who have been supporting me throughout this series. Without your support, this wouldn't have been possible. I wouldn't have been even now I feel like thanks, a big thanks to all of you guys. If you feel that you could support me, and if you want to keep this entire series free for everyone around the world, kindly consider donating at my PayPal link, or kindly consider becoming a patron for me using my Patreon link. So yeah guys, even if you couldn't do this, kindly share this video with someone else and help them too. Yeah, thanks guys. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.